Is it recording?
No.
Push record over there.
I don't see any minutes that it's live. But it's supposed to be live.
Says it's streaming.
I'll stream it.
Okay, folks. Well, I guess you can see me laying in my wheelchair in the back of my van. We've been homeless like this now for about 5 years. And the city is like worthless. The city of Portland is just worthless. Anyway, I wanted to pose a question to my fellow citizens out there. Since when do we hire a bunch of knuckleheads, dropouts, ne'er do wells, and so forth and so on to be police officers and have authority over the population who most of the population are educated, law abiding, up, wealthy or at least middle class people. And yet we have poor representation in the police department. These guys, they're like a bunch of clowns, half of them. And that's not to say that there isn't some nice police officers. There is. I've met a few. But all in all, the cops in this city act like a bunch of clowns and they just do whatever the hell they feel like doing. And here they are. We're allowing them to have authority. What are you doing? Stop. We're allowing them, dude, we're allowing them to have authority over us. And they're just so ill educated and so ill mannered that I think what needs to happen is we need to pay police officers a flat $100,000 a year to begin with, okay, for educated officers, so officers that have gone through some form of corrections or policing um, studies and got some kind of a degree. If you pay them the right money, you can demand the right education to go with it. What's happened to us in the past few days is unbelievable. We had this officer by the name of Guzman, I'm sorry, Officer Guzman, Portland Police Department, just take our vehicle one day and tow it and have it towed miles away from us, from Northwest Portland, which is illegal, okay? Because I have a blue wheelchair placard in my window, and the towing laws are such that you can't take a vehicle away from the area that it was in. So twice, after we get it out the first time, this guy follows us around and takes it another time and tows it, saying there was no insurance, there was no driver's license, all that bull crap that they use to entrap. And what's going on here is he thought he was going to break us the first time and that we wouldn't have any money to get our vehicle back. And it wouldn't matter if we got it back later on, it would have accrued interest every single day that it was in there. But luckily, we had the money to get the vehicle out of there before it even clicked off one day. And then when he took the other one, we had another amount of money to come up with to get that vehicle out. Okay? Now, this guy did this out of pure, unadulterated meanness. It's like he was a demon at work. I mean, look at me. I'm 82 years old and severely disabled. The fire department had to come and extract me out of this van off of this wheelchair that I'm laying on. Okay, I'm laying on a motorized wheelchair. Okay, and take me to the hospital and take Norman to jail on trumped up bullshit. You know, no license to drive kind of crap. And really, it's only worth a ticket. As long as you have insurance, if you don't have a license to drive or if your driver's license is not on you, you can still drive the vehicle because it has insurance. I know this. Okay, this guy wasn't supposed to take a vehicle. They wanted me out of the vehicle because he was trying to say that the vehicle was a hazard with nobody in it, but I was in it, and he forced me out. Okay, so that's the thing, folks. These guys are committing felonies on the citizens and getting away with it. What this guy did to us was felonious. And then he had Norman arrested for three charges that had been adjudicated years before and dismissed. He had arrested Norman on three charges like that, just to have something to arrest him on. And of course, when they get him downtown, they just toss the shit out, and he's back. You know. But in the meantime, they want to take the vehicle and strip it like they've been doing. They've been stealing everything we own. This is the first time we were able to get our vehicle back. We had the money, and it was all licensed and insured. So what they've been doing on us is this vehicle here. They took this twice. They took my PT Cruiser. They took Norman's red '09 uh, Pontiac,
Cutlass?
huh?
Cutlass?
Uh, Cutlass Supreme. Okay, nice vehicle, nice little sports car. They took that too. They took it before that and kept it for a whole year. And what it was is they wanted the vehicle because of how nice it was. It was hadn't been on the streets in a long, long time. The vehicle was nice. It was a nice red color and it had a nice motor and everything in it. Everything worked until we had to live in it. Then it started getting ratty inside and out. It was a shame that they did that to us. Anyway, I just want to pose this question to you. When and how are we supposed to deal with the ineptness of cops who break the law themselves? And that's what this is really all about. And took our money. They took 900 and some dollars of our money that we couldn't afford. And they're hanging on to it. We don't have it in our pocket, even though they restored the vehicle. Okay, but because of what this cop did, we got denied access to our vehicle and to our money. And that's not just bullshit they did. That's serious, man, to do that kind of shit. Knowingly and viciously and vindictively do this stuff to people. They're kids. They're like little petulant little kids. That's why you need to pay. You need to pay people a high salary to take on that kind of a job with education to go with it. They have to have the education for the salary. Anyway, thank you.